I get this question a lot. What do you actually pack for Yellowstone if you're flying there and then taking a road trip? The answer is, you probably need a lot less than you think. I'm going to walk you through exactly how I packed everything for our Yellowstone adventure, from the flight to the rental car, changing mountain weather, wildlife stops, and all the little extras that made the trip easier. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to pack, what to leave home, and how to stay comfortable without hauling a mountain of luggage so you can enjoy Yellowstone instead of worrying about what you forgot.
Before we left for our trip, I did a lot of research on packing, and I found quite a few videos on packing certain types of gear, hiking, rock climbing gear, but I didn't really find packing suggestions from like a family trip where you may not get into all the technical gear. And I thought I would do an unpacking. This was the best thing to pack. So I'm giving you a post-trip recap. This is my personal item bag. So this is the bag you're going to use in flight as you're going from the airport to your accommodations. This is the bag you want to have all of your necessities in. This is a Path water bottle. It weighs nothing. Go through TSA empty, and I fill it up when I am on the other side. And I always keep an electrolyte packet in here with me, and I'm hydrated through the flight because flying can be so drying, and especially if you're flying to a dry area like Montana. I have a Sharpie. Sharpie's just, you never know if you might need one to label something, like you might want to label your water bottle if you have multiple family members with the same bottle. Always bring Clorox wipes to wipe down the seat pocket, to wipe down the belt buckles, and to wipe down the armrests and my tray table. So I always bring a pack of these. And then I like to bring these hand wipes from Dollar Tree. It became very practical when someone got stickiness on them, and they didn't really want to go with a bleach wipe for that. So we went with this, and that was great. And it smells good too. Is a hand sanitizer spray. It's thin. It's the size of like the Sharpie, very similar. And I always clip my whistle to it. A whistle is just something that you could blow the whistle and be heard. So that's a safety tip. I love this little pocket right here. It's a magnetic closure. This is where I would keep my phone, so I can keep that really handy. Then in the bottom, the items that I will grab the most often, a pack of tissue. I use a lot of lip balm and lip gloss, and especially going in dry climates, I took multiples. Burt's Bees Shimmer, I took a lip gloss, I took a lip balm. I like these Listerine sprays, and then I take a compact, and then an interdental probe for your teeth if you get something stuck in your teeth, a regular pen, and this little thing of Mentos. If I have an early morning flight and I don't want to take my vitamins when I wake up, I will throw my vitamins in here too. It's kind of a hidden pocket. This is where I keep the things. This is going to be to my back, so it's going to be the most secure space. So of course I'm going to put the things in there that need to be secured. So our passports, RFID pouch that I keep money and my credit cards in. So that goes in this back pocket. So this is my carabiner, my hero clip. The hero clip is great, but you unclip it and you swing it around like this. Have a bathroom stall that doesn't have a hook, and you want to hang your bag. You can simply do that by using your hero clip. Clip it in the bottom part, and you hang it up from here. On my hero clip, my microfiber towel. A lot of times the bathrooms, the blowers won't work, or they'll be out of paper towels. And so you have your own towel with you. If you get hot, you can wet this, wrap it around your neck, tie it like a bandana. It keeps you cool. You can use it as a headband. It has these little vents on the side so it can dry while it's in here. Lip balm holder. I also keep a toothpick in here. So as quick as it is to get to that pocket I have for my lip balm, this is even quicker. This is a double-sided eyeglass pouch. On one side, I will keep my regular eyeglasses, a lens wipe, contact lens case. Once you put your contact solution in here, unscrew the lid, put a little piece of plastic, and then screw the lid on. Safeguard to have that there. Other side, I will have my polarized sunglasses. The next item in here is my scarf. I spray this down with my favorite perfume before I leave the house. You can spray it with essential oil, whatever you like, because in the plane, you will have the wildest, weirdest, funkiest smells come through that plane. And it's just nice to have the option to do something like that. Give yourself a little relief. I just like to travel with a scarf if I get cold. I also use it. You can tie it, open your tray table, tie this to the top of your tray table, and this will hang down. Actually rest your feet on it just to relieve your back. It really does help. This is my electronics bag. This is the same setup I always use. This is my gravel layover travel blanket. Had this for a few months and I absolutely love it. It's lightweight. It has foot pockets so you can put your feet in them. A lined pocket that you can put your phone in, your glasses. So when you're traveling, if you happen to fall asleep, you don't have to worry about the security of your items because they're on you the whole time. And then it also has a kangaroo pocket where you have a place to put your hands. And then I pack that with an eye mask. This is my in-flight kit. I will insert a link to this too, so you can go over it some more. But just things I will need in flight: fan, my MacGyver kit. This is a contact lens case, but you take Vaseline, you put a few drops of your favorite perfume, you mix that up, and you put it inside contact lens cases. When you just want to moisturize your hand, but you take a little bit of that and you put it on your wrist. It smells like your favorite perfume, good moisture from the Vaseline and petroleum jelly. And I tried it and it worked great. This is the Nano Bag Sling. Look how little she is. Crossbody tote. You can take it to the farmer's market on your daily excursion. It's like having an extra set of hands, that little bag. And then this is my travel pillow. Little back pocket here. This is a padded pocket for your laptop or iPad, but I can get my iPad in here, no problem. So these are my travel utensils. Inevitably, you're going to need these. And then to go along with those pens I showed you earlier, I have my little journal and then my iPad mini. Even though you may have in-flight entertainment, sometimes it doesn't work. So that's everything I put in my personal item bags. The more you travel, the more you'll learn. Lightweight can be really helpful. This is 22 by 14 by 9. I put a sticker on it with the size. I always put a luggage tag on my bag, even if it's a carry-on bag, because there are times when a carry-on all of a sudden turns into a check bag. They may have to gate check your bag. One thing I love about this bag is it has zippered compartments on both sides. I love having the compartments on both sides. My electric toothbrush. I take this silicone pouch. Inside of this, I put different sizes of Ziploc bags and a few napkins. Something else I will say when you are going on a trip and you are flying in but renting a car, make yourself a grocery list, and in that grocery list, include a roll of paper towels. Something else I tried this time that worked great: foldable cubes that you get at Dollar Tree. They lay flat, so I packed it flat in my suitcase, and then when we got the rental car, I popped open the cube and I put our car snacks in that, the roll of toilet paper, the wipes, the towelettes, all that stuff. And it stayed in that cube. So when we're in the rental car, everybody knew to go to that cube to get whatever they needed. I have my hat. It came through lovely. The reason this bill stayed nice is you pack that in the corner of your suitcase where there's a natural curve. I had my shoes. I wrapped my shoes in the grocery bag. I used to use shoe bags. And then once I got to my accommodations, I couldn't really use the shoe. I didn't use it for anything. It just stayed in my suitcase. I sometimes needed a grocery bag. Sometimes things are wet or you need an extra garbage bag. So now I wrap my shoes in grocery bags, and then I have 2 grocery bags when I arrive for whatever I might need. But inside here, I wore an outfit, and it was a travel outfit. It was something that was comfortable. My travel pants, I've done videos on my travel pants. But what makes travel pants different than regular pants? So easy breezy. They're lightweight, so they can adjust to whatever temperature you're in. If it's hot, they kind of get cooled off. I will link all that stuff below, and it's in our travel shop. If you ever go to our travel shop, you'll see everything there. I wore a pair of slides because I usually wear long pants on travel days, especially if we're flying over 3 hours. The compression socks go on. We're not taking any chances with blood clots. So I wear those with my slides. And on a long travel day, I want to be comfortable. And then I take a t-shirt. This time I had a sleeveless shirt, and then I took my sun hoodie or a sun jacket over that. And a sun hoodie and a sun jacket is different than a regular hoodie and a windbreaker because it's made to keep with SPF to keep the ultraviolet rays from going through your clothing. So I always carry a sun hoodie or a sun jacket with me. And it's a great layering piece for the plane. Really light. If you want to take it off, it doesn't take up a lot of room. So that's my recommendation for a travel day. And then I take my 2 Columbia travel shirts, a white one and a tan one. My Capsule travel wardrobe is interchangeable. Everything can go with everything else. And then I'll take a t-shirt. Then I'll take a lightweight pair of joggers, very thin joggers, and another t-shirt. And that is what I sleep in. That's just a really comfortable way to sleep, is in joggers and a t-shirt. And then I have socks and underwear, the pair of travel pants. I'll have a backup pair of travel pants. I have my joggers that I sleep in. I have my shirts and my t-shirts, and then my scarf. I can add that to any of those combinations, and it just gives you more option. Something I didn't pack that I wish I did pack. When you check the weather out there, it says 80 degrees down to 40 degrees. Well, the 80 degrees there is warmer than the 80 degrees here, and the sun is on you all the time. So one thing I would add is I would pack my dry shorts. They're shorts they're Nautica, and you can get them wet and they dry super fast. And I love to travel with them because they dry super fast and they have pocket. I would recommend packing a pair of shorts. This is my foldable tray. You fold all 4 sides of this. It becomes a little tray that holds everything. So when you get to your hotel room, you put that tray, you snap the corners, put the tray out, and throw your keys, your change, your wallet. When we are out for excursions and doing our tours and walk, I'm not going to carry this around. I like to have a crossbody with me. So I will pack a crossbody with me if I don't want to carry it in here. For this trip, I just opted to have it simple in here. I move everything from this bag into this bag that I'm going to need for the day. But I love this one. This is from Rangeland. It has pockets on the outside, pockets on the side. It's very well constructed. It actually held that Inside Essentials pouch you saw. I just can slide that in there. It's crossbody. It's adjustable. So it's just so versatile. I love this bag. This has been with me a long time and I really love it. It's my nighttime essentials bag. This has things like our sound machine, my reading glasses that fold up. Here's the fan I take. Here is eye mask. This is empty because it had my vitamins in it. Inside this little pouch was our speaker. So if we wanted to listen to some music, this is my USB nightlight. This plugs into the hotel outlet. This plugs into the USB port. When you plug this in, this lights up just enough light so you can see in the dark that the bathroom's right over there. And then I have these little clips. If I need to hand wash something, I need to attach it to the clothesline in the bathtub. Or I want extra clips for the hangers that they have in there. If we go to the beach and I want my towel to stay on my chair, I have the clip. If the curtains in the hotel room don't close, the clips help that too. If we buy a bag of chips and we didn't eat them all, I roll it down and put a clip on it. This little flashlight, it's metal. It's very well made. It goes in my nighttime kit too. So that was my nighttime kit. The thing I have is my toiletry kit. I have done a few previous packing videos on this and everything in here is pretty much the same. I will insert a link to that so you can check that out. The last bag is just one of these coated mesh bags, and this is my everything else bag. I have a water bottle sling, so it's a crossbody water bottle and cell phone holder. We have some sunscreen. We didn't use it all, so we have that. This is my foldable travel brush. It's dual voltage, foldable, love it. This little small ball, take this and you roll it under your feet. At the end of the day, it just helps to relieve any kind of tension that's in the bottom of your feet. When you are packing for something where you're going to have a car trip, I will tell you, Yellowstone, you will do way more driving than you thought you would do. So anything you normally take for yourself, take it on your trip if you can. If you need a seat cushion, take a seat cushion. You can use it in a plane too. Because riding around, some people can have some discomfort with that. So I recommend that. If you land in Bozeman or Jackson Hole or wherever you land, go to the grocery store. I'm going to put my list in the description below. I took an insulated bag. If you have one of those Mylar bags, those will pack flat, and I don't think they leak. Make sure you find a hotel that has a refrigerator. A microwave is a bonus, but a refrigerator is almost a must. Freeze your water bottles the night before. Put those in your insulated bag. We made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. We took fruit with us. So we didn't have to purchase the expensive food inside the park. Get out there, explore the United States. It's absolutely amazing. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
We appreciate you sticking with us to the end of this video. We share travel tips, packing videos, and tools for navigating the Points and Miles ecosystem. If this interests you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out. Have a great day, and we will see you next time.